June wrap-up coming for you now. I've actually had a really good June because I went on holiday myself to Mallorca and I have read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like about 13 things, but you'll see what 8 of those are coming up soon. And also, because Laura isn't here, I'm going to do my July TBR, which is very exciting because it's also the book-tube-a-thon. So a lot of books in this video, so bear with me if I zoom through things. But yeah, let's get into it. The first book I read in June was actually finishing the Shatter Me trilogy by Tara Maffey. This is Ignite Me. It was not as good as Unravel Me, but it was still pretty good. Laura had dog-eared the pages. I know, I do that, but she's very against it, but she had a very good reason to dog-ear these pages, if you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I would give it 4 stars, not 5, because it wasn't as good as Unravel Me, but I'm really happy with how it ended. I'm glad everyone decided to patch things up a little bit, but I'm glad the tension was still there. It was very dramatic. The second thing I read, I really want to recommend this one. It's The Last Family in England by Matt Haig. He wrote stuff like Reasons to Stay Alive and The Humans, and I've met him and he signed my Humans copy, and this book was just, I loved it. I actually preferred it to both of those books. It's about a dog, it's written from a dog's perspective, like what more do you want? And it's like a dog civil war, and it's about how Prince the Labrador tries to protect his family, and it is just heartbreaking. I absolutely loved every second of it, and I kind of want to reread it next summer because it was just so lovely but also sad, and I would just recommend this book. It's great for everybody. Next is Standoff by Andrew Smith. I wanted to say Ryan Dean West then. That's the main character. This was a duology. I read Winger, I liked it. I read Standoff, I loved it. I want to reread Winger now. I'm just so obsessed with this book. It was amazing. It just made me feel all the feels. Sam Abernathy, one of my new favourite characters. Absolutely adore him. I kind of want more of him now. I wish there was a trilogy. You'll not hear me say that because I was like begging for more duologies, and then I get one and I'm just like, but I want a trilogy. Because I love Sam Abernathy. Sam Abernathy. Christ. I absolutely love this book. 5 out of 5. I recommend it. Andrew Smith, yes. I think I've read everything Andrew Smith's ever written. Sorry. I'm an English student. And the next thing I read, I actually picked up in the airport. It was on the bestsellers. It was #1 at the time, by Mark Haddon, the guy who wrote The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Night Time. Mark Haddon, The Peerfuls, collection of short stories. I'm not a short story person, she says, having 2 books in her June wrap-up that are short story collections. This changed my mind. If you want to read short stories and have your mind changed, altered like me, read these. Some of them are sad, some of them are funny. One of them's funny. The rest of them are quite tragic. But the way they're written is just brilliant. They hooked me in, they did. Short stories, I tend not to, because I'm just like, I don't care. I've only known these people for 10 pages, why should I care? Mark Haddon makes you care. So if you want to care, Mark Haddon. And the last thing I read on holiday was 21 Proms by several people. One of my favourites was Bray. It was about a story. It's called Primate Prom, or Primate to the Prom or something. But basically it was written about this guy who takes his date, who's also a gorilla. Like, not like someone pretending to be a gorilla, like an actual gorilla. And this is just accepted in society. And that was hilarious. And I also really like Ned Vizzini's called Apology. Sadly, he's not alive anymore, but that's just such a shame because I absolutely loved this short story. And I would recommend this collection. I took it on holiday because it's quite short, quick, snappy, about prom, and it's summertime. And I just really liked it. It was just a bit of a chick flick, kind of like the Unravel Me series, so it kind of fit in quite well with that. Yeah, I really enjoyed this, but I wouldn't give it a crazy amount of stars. I don't really know how to rate a collection. The Peerfuls gets 4 because it was great overall and it was only one guy, so it kind of makes more sense. This is kind of a collection, so I'm not really going to put stars on it, if that's okay. And the last thing I read in June was actually volumes 1 to 8 of Attack on Titan by the Japanese guy. Oh, I'll put his name there, I don't know how to say it. And I haven't got them on me right now because I borrowed them off my boyfriend. He has all 18. 19 is coming out in August, which he's very excited for. And I'm currently very excited for it, but not as excited for it because I've got to read 9 yet. And I get to read it next week when he comes back to uni. And anyway, Attack on Titan, I absolutely adore these. Can you believe how good they are? I've watched this series. I've only watched up to where I can't say. It's so good. The first moment, that bit. And then, but then, you know, it's alright. But it's fine. Attack on Titan is just so well written. It said on the back of one of the books that it's Japanese alternative to The Walking Dead. And when I saw that, I was like, right, okay. You're gonna claim that, are you? But then I read it and I was like, okay, no, I'm kind of hooked. Would be cool to learn Japanese just to watch it in the original and read it in the original, but no one got time for that. Yeah, so it is absolutely brilliant. I would recommend this if you like a bit of gore, a bit of violence, which I do. Which it's amazing. So that's it for my June wrap up. I read like approximately like that many things, I don't know. So on to the July TBR. It's Booktubeathon soon. So these books are the books that I've decided, I've decided that I'm going to be reading for the Booktubeathon. As I promised, Unite Me by Tara Maffey, which includes Destroy Me and Fracture Me, the short stories from Warner's and Adam's point of view. So these are going to be good. And also Juliet's journals, but I don't care. Adam, I really liked him in Chat to Me, and I was like, Laura, how can I dislike this guy who does turn into a bit of a dick? But it's not his fault. It's just Warner's and Juliet. So Juliet saying, I can't be with you, I can't be with you. And Adam's like, why not? And Juliet can't give a straight answer other than like, because I'm falling in love with that person. So yeah, I'm going to read these. The next thing I'm reading I'm really, really excited about. It is Outcast by Robert Kirkman. This is volume 3. What's it called? This Little Lights of Mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Looks good. I can't believe I just sang on camera. I'm really liking this series so far. I have yet to watch it. I've got them all recorded at my home. This is my uni home, home. I haven't got a fancy TV here. So I can't wait to watch it. The guy in the comic book store that I've actually got it from, it's called Page 45 in Nottingham. If you can come to Nottingham and go in that store, I would check it out because the guys in there are really lovely and they always have a chat to you, and he says that this novel is like completely the same in the series, and I just love it when they stay truthful, and it's going to be so creepy and great, and I'm just really excited for this to take off as much as The Walking Dead has. Following up our lovely announcement that we are going to be meeting this lovely woman in September, Carrie Fletcher, her autobiography, All I Know Now. It's just going to be a lovely inspirational read. It's quite long for the Booktubeathon, but it's an autobiography and it's got lovely cute little Carrie chapters. So I'm just going to whiz through this, and it's even got a little bubble on the back that says a best friend in book form by Andrew Kaufman, who wrote one of my favourite books of all time, All My Friends Are Superheroes. So if he thinks it's good, then I'm going to absolutely adore it. And on the other side, the debut novel that we're going to get a signed copy of when we go to her Q&A and book talk. Oh, I'm going to feel so close to Carrie after reading this. I'm just going to be dead excited. And I have Laura to thank for this because I didn't really... I feel so ashamed. I mean, I didn't like Giovanna. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I didn't like her. It just annoyed me how she was like, hello. But now I'm just like, she is just a cute, adorable new mum. And I love that about her. And Carrie is just her husband's adorable little sister who's just off in the world being completely talented. And I just absolutely adore them all. And oh my god, the Christmasaurus by Tom Fletcher. Laura, Christmasaurus by Tom Fletcher. McFly dinosaurs on Christmas. We need to talk about this more. Please come back from Greece so we can talk about the Christmasaurus. I apologise for being too overexcited in this video. Usually Laura keeps me under control a little bit. She's very calming presence. I've just been at work for 9.5 hours as well, so that's probably why I'm a little bit like, happy days, I've left the oven on. I'm reading Airfire currently. I'm about 200 pages in. Rowan is my new Bayfae. I absolutely love him. He's not very nice, but neither's Selena at the minute. They're all being tools, if you ask me. And I don't like Manon. I'm skipping her chapters. Maeve just needs to lighten up. Kale, he's tortured. Dorian, I'm worried for him. Laurie shouldn't have told me that spoiler. I'm so worried about my baby Dorian. But it's alright now because I've got Rowan. And the last thing, oh surprise, look what it is. It is Infinite Sea by Rick Yancey. The second one in the duology 5th Wave. And I'm going to read this in the Booktubeathon, I think, because it's quite short. And I want to know how it finishes. And apart from that, I don't think I'm reading anything else in the Booktubeathon apart from Attack on Titan. Sorry if you just jiggled around a bit then, I just put the books on the table. Sorry if I'm zigzagged as well, because Laura's not here to frame me. So if this video is shit, then it's my fault. Yeah, we'll see you on the next video, which will be Laura's single June wrap-up and July TBR. And I will see you on the video after that. Bye!